You said a little shock to the system.
Especially with that wind. It's
Oh,
not a lot of fun.
yes. You
It's
said
too
this
cold.
morning.
Too cold for me.
It had a little bite. That was an understatement,
A
my
little bit
friend.
of bark and a bite.
A bark for sure. All right, guys, you know what time it is. We got 6 things you should know. And number one on our list today, a Belgian chocolatier has been crowned the world's best pastry chef by a jury of independent reporters. Now, that's Pierre Marcolini, who has opened boutiques from Germany all the way to China, and he won the award in a competition organized by World Pastry Stars, an organization of chefs from mainly traditional pastry and chocolate making countries. Marcolini is known for his minimalist style and has sought to give a sophisticated edge to his confectionery cakes, macaroons, and jams.
His chocolates have become luxury gifts, with some boxes selling for, get this, more than $100. Marcolini said he saw the prize as vindication of his crazy project aimed at renovating, transforming, changing, modernizing the world of pastry and the world of chocolate. He then added that he hoped chocolate could comfort people during this coronavirus pandemic.
Chocolate certainly comforts me, so I would
like,
definitely think that's a good idea.
The average Snickers bar, pretty amazing, right? Like,
Yeah.
just does the job, or Reese's, or just like a Hershey's bite. What does that chocolate have to taste like?
For $100, right?
It better be good.
You know, I was thinking, is giving chocolates like the heart-shaped boxes, is that still a thing? I guess we'll have to know this upcoming Valentine's Day. I don't know if that's a thing. I've actually never received a heart-shaped chocolate gift.
I'm pretty sure it's still a thing.
Maybe I'll get you one.
Get me one, yeah.
It won't be the $100 one, maybe like $4.
Knowing that I will have to then give it back to you because I can't have the chocolate. I see what you're doing there.
I totally forgot. How is that so easy to forget? I'm sorry.
But it's okay.
I apologize.
I know it's good. I know what I'm missing.
Oh man, all right, we're gonna move right along here, guys. This is being called one of the largest animal airlifts in U.S. history, and on Wednesday, some 600 stray and abandoned dogs and cats were airlifted from Hawaii to the mainland. Now, the move comes as animal shelters in Hawaii struggle to adopt animals during this ongoing pandemic.
The chartered flight landed in Seattle, where the animals were checked again by veterinarians before being sent to pet shelters in Washington State, Oregon, Idaho, and Montana, and then adopted. The Humane Society officials say the adoption demand on the mainland is so great, they estimate the animals will be adopted within a few days.
That's great news, and a great reminder for everyone watching us right now to go adopt. If you have the possibility to provide a home for a furry friend, please do so.
Look at that sweet face.
How can you say no to that?
Bring it home.
Oh my gosh, those eyes. Those are like the definition of puppy eyes. I cannot.
I know. They're all jacked up too. They've just been on probably their first plane ride ever. It's a long plane ride from Hawaii to Seattle.
That is, and they get a little nervous up there, but
Yeah.
good news for them. So hopefully they'll be adopted very soon.
Always happy to see people.
Absolutely. All right, guys, moving on here. The 2021 Boston Marathon has been postponed. Now, the race will not go forward on its traditional date in April amid this coronavirus pandemic. The Boston Athletic Association says the race will not be run until fall of 2021. That's at the earliest. Now, race officials say it would be impossible to safely hold the event with just 6 months left until Patriots Day. The date of the race is traditionally run.
Yeah, race and city officials are working to determine the conditions under which an in-person marathon could be held, including the possibility of a race with a reduced field size or one held on a weekend. This 2020 race was delayed in April shortly after the outbreak and eventually was held as a 10-day virtual experience.
Another COVID-19 casualty.
So many, and this one's like April of 2021.
I know.
Come on.
When will it end?
That's what we're all wondering.
Well, we're still talking about COVID-19, guys, and Election Day is less than a week away, and there has already been a record turnout for early voting in many areas. Now, since we are still dealing with this pandemic and cases are once again increasing, there are steps you can take to make sure you cast your ballot safely. Now, the CDC says there are several steps you should take before you vote, including making sure you're registered and planning how you can get to the polling location safely.
Once you arrive, make sure you wear your mask and wash your hands or use hand sanitizer before entering and also leaving the location. Voters are also advised to bring your own supplies, such as a black pen and registration form. And finally, if there is a line, make sure you stay at least 6 feet away from other people.
There you go. Be safe, but get out there and vote. And
Yeah.
Volkswagen is recalling nearly 250,000 Jettas. Now, the recall covers some 22 218,000 2016 to 2018 VW Jetta sedans. Now, in paperwork filled with regulators, Volkswagen said bolts that hold some high pressure tubing can come loose over time. That's allowing fuel to leak and increasing the risk of a fire.
That sounds dangerous.
Yikes.
Volkswagen says it's not aware of any fires or injuries as of now, but the company says owners should contact a VW dealer immediately if they smell fuel or suspect a leak. Volkswagen has not outlined a fix, but says it will start notifying owners by December 20th.
All right, guys, and animals at London Zoo have been treated to special Halloween treats ahead of the spookiest day of the year. Asim, the Sumatran tiger, is that how you say that?
Sumatran.
Why do I not know that word? Okay, he's a tiger. He's indulged in a specially carved pumpkin, which contains some meaty treats.
Asian short-clawed otters, you see there, meerkats and other zoo residents also joined in on the Halloween action, with treats being hidden among the creepy carvings. The zoo reopened to the public back in June after they were forced to close due to the coronavirus.
That's so cute.
I love the little meerkats and
I
the
was
little
gonna,
otters.
do you
They're
know
the
that
best.
I love meerkats?
This is my favorite animal.
Are they really?
Do you know there's a show, if you haven't go on Amazon, Meerkat Manners on there, like I think three seasons or so.
I'm already hooked.
If you
I'm
just
gonna have
need
to start watching
to
it.
shut your brain off and watch something that will completely captivate you, Meerkat Manor.
Adding it to my watch list
Have to do it
today.
Yeah.
All right, guys, so we have to take a quick break, but when we return, Dr. Tim Reynolds with Healthcare Express is here to tell you everything you need to know about flu shots. We're also showing you where you can get an early start on your holiday shopping. That's coming up next.
And later, Lori Hollis of Flying Burger and Seafood will join us in the kitchen. We'll be right back.